Hey, I know this is different, me doing a voiceover, that's really weird, but let's talk while I brush out my hair. As you can see, the bleach didn't really lift all my old color, but what it was able to lift, it did lift, and it lifted some of the color. It made it very light, but it didn't fully lift it, but this is what I got after bleaching. As y'all know, if you're new here, you don't know, but I do a hair dyeing video every 6 months where I dye my hair and everything. I don't usually do a voiceover. I usually talk in the video through all of this and everything. I had to do a voiceover this time because, as you can see, this is not my normal recording spot. I'm not recording in my house in this. I didn't want to be loud because people were right outside the door doing their own stuff and everything. And I was also very sick. I actually tested positive for coronavirus the day after I filmed this. So I have been quarantining, which is why this video is a little late for you guys. I've been resting. I haven't been wanting to edit and stuff while resting and healing up. But yeah, let's just get into this video. I'm doing better now, luckily. So yeah, let's get into this and let's see what all we can do, all right? Okay, so I am showing you the little pamphlet that comes with it. And look, I actually bought gloves this time from Sally's. I also bought a bowl to put it in this time because I didn't want to be messy because, again, I was not in my own house. I did not want to make a mess in these wonderful people's house. So I I wanted to prepare as much as I could. I spent $100 at Sally's. That wasn't just on me though. I also did my boyfriend's hair earlier in the day as well. I just bleach his and trim his. But for me, I bleach and dye. But I had done the bleach the day before, and I'm actually extremely sad because oh look, I was so amazed by the color. Wow. I was very saddened because Sally's actually discontinued my bleach kit that I normally use. The Beyond the Zone bleach kit, they discontinued it. So I'm going to have to find a new bleach kit. So the next hair dyeing video you see, you'll see the bleach and the color process. I had not been doing the bleach because, I mean, I do the same thing every time, but I'll start doing it more again. All right, so as we're getting started with the lime crime blue smoke, I started at the roots because, as y'all should know, you never start with the roots when you're bleaching. I already made a mess. First application, first little swipe of application, and I already dropped a drop on the counter, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a disaster. What am I doing? I'm going to make such a mess. Luckily, I was able to clean my mess up after this video, but I'm trying out Lime Crime. My whole idea, I bought a bottle of Blue Smoke and a bottle of Mystic, which is two of their blues. I'm doing the Blue Smoke on the top half of my hair. The Mystic comes later. I end up putting the Mystic on the bottom half of my hair. So I was kind of going for like not an ombre. I knew I wasn't going to get a perfect ombre, but I was going for dark blue at the top and light blue at the bottom. So that was my whole thought process. That was what I was attempting to do. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to edit out a bunch of this. I don't want y'all to be so bored sitting here watching the application process, but this is just how I started out. I part my hair how I would normally part it. I do a side part so that I'm sure and positive that I get the blue thoroughly where people are going to see it most. Now color lathers. Bleach does not lather, color lathers. So with color, you want to lather it up. I should have bought a comb while I was at Sally's so that I could comb the color through. That's also a good thing that you want to do whenever you're doing color. But I had forgot about it. It had slipped my mind. And for those of you that are already going to be saying, why were you going out when you were feeling sick? At this point, I was feeling... So, okay, the first thing that happened to me was I lost my smell and taste. That was the only symptoms that I had been having. So I thought that it was a common cold. So me and my boyfriend were going about our days as usual. We went to see a movie. We went to Sally's. We got back to here and started doing everything. I didn't know that I had coronavirus. Otherwise, I would not have been leaving my house and spreading the fungus among us. It wasn't until literally the day after I had filmed this that I had started having very bad nausea. And I had started to not even be able to keep water down. And that's when I went to the doctor. And that's when they told me, oh, well, your test came back positive. You're going to have to quarantine. So I did not know. For those of you who are like, oh, you look fine in this video. I felt okay. It was just my smell and taste that was gone at this point. But yeah, so that's why I was still able to get this video out for you guys. But yeah, doing a voiceover is different, but I mean, it's going okay so far. All right, and here is where I'm starting to do the back of my hair. I'm not the best at this. If you probably can't tell, I am not the best at this. I don't claim to be the best at this. But so I started to get some of the back of the roots and stuff with the blue smoke. I wish I could tell y'all how the dye smells. But I couldn't smell at the time. But from what I've heard, lime crime hair dye smells great. I had never tried lime crime before this video. This is the first time trying lime crime. I will say that it's holding up really well so far. Like during the application process, I wasn't having any issues kind of getting it to lather and stuff. And you can tell, I couldn't really tell if it was a green based dye or if it was like a blue based dye. Certain dyes have certain color bases. I couldn't tell with this one, but I mean, yeah, so I did blue smoke at the top, mystic at the bottom. And as usual, I've already started getting it all over me. There's a spot on my neck already, spots on my forehead. I am very messy. And I was also very worried during this video that I would make a mess everywhere. Again, I was trying really hard not to make a mess. I tried to get the underneath right here. This is how I get the underneath. It would be very beneficial if I had somebody help me get the back and the underneath since I can't see back there. But I mean, this is how I would do it. I would just look in the mirror, pull my hair up, and get underneath there as much as I could. So that's how I do it. I am not perfect, you guys. I try my hardest. And yeah, by the end of this, I end up looking like a Smurf as usual. But yeah, let's continue on and see where I go with it next. As I said, I will be editing a bunch of this out. Now, these gloves are reusable. I used these gloves to bleach my boyfriend's hair before I started on dyeing my hair with them. But after this was done, I just threw them away. I could have washed them and reused them again, but in the sake of trying not to make a mess in the sink, washing the blue off of the gloves, I just threw them away after this. But Sally's does have great gloves for only $5 a pair that are reusable. So yeah, if y'all need gloves, go to Sally's and get some real hair doing gloves, and it's really beneficial. As you can see, I'm internally freaking out right here because I'm mopping up more mess that I'm making as I'm going along. But I'm just like, okay, I gotta do this. I gotta keep going. Okay, so here is where I'm starting on the mystic part. So the bottom of my hair. I was making a freaking mess, as you can see, and I hadn't opened it before making a mess, so my hands were already slippery with dye, and I was like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna get it open? My hands are too slippery. I am too slippery. So I ran into an issue and right around this time, as you're about to see, my boyfriend knocked on the door and he was like, hey, my hair's done processing. Let me wash this bleach out. So I had to let him in, and I asked him for help, and it just went downhill from there. He didn't know what to do for me either. But I eventually got it open after much struggle. And of course, here I am making more of a mess. But yeah, I was trying to get the bowl cleared out so that I could put the mystic in the bowl and not have any mystic mixed with the blue smoke, even though it was going to mix on my hair anyway somewhat. But anyways, again, I am very messy. Oh, this is the part where I was like, help me, honey. What am I supposed to do? I can't get it open. I need help. And he was just like, do what you want me to do. I was like, I need help. I can't get it off here. He was like, here, just take this. And I was like, what sharp thing? And he was like, just take this sharp thing over here and just boop. And I was like, that's not gonna work. Alright, so as he was washing his bleach out, I started the process of putting the Mystic on the bottom of my hair, which of course was a little bit easier than having to put the blue smoke all over the top because the bottom of my hair is fairly easy to cover up. I just started with a few strands here and there going through. I should have sectioned. It's smart to section, but me being me, I didn't section it. So yeah, that's also partly why it was so messy this time as well. But I was just trying to get it all through there. You can see the difference in the color right here, especially. You can tell that the top is darker, bottom is lighter, and there went a huge drop on the floor. And I was like, oh no! So let me fast forward a little bit while I freak out and try to fix that. I just want to laugh at this part. I was like, my boyfriend's gonna be out of the shower soon and I can't clean that up off the floor. What do? I just throw a towel over it and pretend it's not there until I get it clean. Internally, I was freaking out here. I promise I was. It's just I was trying to get this video done. He was in the shower. I was flipping out because I had just made a big mess on the floor. It wasn't a huge mess, but it was one big plop of blue on hardwood floor. Not hardwood, but like linoleum or whatever. You know what's normally in bathrooms. But so my whole thought process was, what do? Let me just stick this towel over it so he doesn't know it's there until I can fix it. Oh my gosh, I cracked myself up. And as you can see, I'm starting to look like a Smurf. It's getting all over my chin and neck and arms and everywhere. But let's keep on going. Alright, so here's where I finished up the process. I was just ready to be done and have it over with so I could clean up all this wreck that I made in this bathroom and clean myself up and everything. So this is the end of it, this part. And, you know, I'm getting kind of tired of this voiceover thing. So I will see you in person here in a second with the finished results. Yeah, so see you in a second. So this is the finished product. This is like 4 days later, 5 days later, maybe more, since I got done doing it. So it is a little faded. Well, actually, it hasn't faded at all. That I can see. This is exactly how it looked like the first day. So kudos to Lime Crime for making something that's not fading. I will say it stained my pillows, but I mean that's a given with like fresh dye. It stained my pillows the first few nights of sleeping with it, the new color. I love it. You can't really tell that I did dark at the top and light at the bottom. I mean, you can kind of, but not really. I mean, kind of, sorta. But yeah, I love it. I think it was really good. I give it like 5 out of 5 stars because like it's lasting pretty well. I've washed it like 3 times already. I'm about to wash it again and it still looks great. It still feels great. So yeah, 5 out of 5 stars for Lime Crime. This stuff is great. As you can see, I am getting a little bit better. Well, a lot better actually. So I'm gonna still quarantine for a few more days. And then I'm gonna get out there and get back to work and get back to life and see what everybody else thinks of my new hair. But yeah, so far I really like it and I'm really happy that I decided to go with Lime Crime this time. Not sure which brand I'm gonna try next time I dye my hair in June. I do it every June and every December. I try to get it out to y'all the first week of June and the first week of December, but this month was delayed and I am so sorry because of my sickness and everything and just me wanting to rest up and just kind of heal and let myself have a little bit of chill time. But yeah, I'm getting back out there and I'm starting to do my stuff again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this hair dyeing video. I'm sorry it was a little shorter, a little messily put together compared to the other ones. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Definitely recommend the Lime Crime. Oh, and something cute that I forgot to mention. earlier in this video is on the bottom of the box, because it's like unicorn hair full coverage. On the bottom of the box it says no unicorns were harmed in the making of this hair dye, or in the making of this product or whatever. I thought that was super cute. Forgot to mention it, but yeah. So I will see you guys next time I do like a product review or a hair dyeing video or whatever I feel like doing. And yeah, I'll see y'all then. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.